It is a new year, and with it comes fresh opportunity to publish smarter books, earn consistent royalties, and build real income on Amazon KDP. But if you are still publishing the way people did in 2019, you're probably going to need to do a little bit of recalibration here if you want to have some success. Now, over the last 6 years, I have helped thousands of creators publish everything from guided journals to coloring books and more. And today I'm going to give you a realistic, updated plan for how to actually make money on Amazon KDP in 2026. We are breaking down what works now, what you need to focus on if you want real, repeatable income, and I'm going to tell you the most important thing you need to come to terms with in 2026 if you really want this to be your breakthrough year on KDP. Firstly, demand first, passion second. Just because you think you have a great book idea does not mean that it's commercially viable, not until you validate that idea first. Now, I have worked with dozens of one-on-one clients over the past few years who go full steam ahead, publishing something that they are genuinely excited about, only to find out that no one else shares that same excitement. You really do need to validate demand before you hit publish, or before you even create the book to begin with. So free tools like AMZ Suggestion Expander can help you assess demand. Publisher Rocket, this is a paid option, but it is my absolute favorite because of the level of data it provides. You can get search volume estimates, categories, their reverse ASIN feature. Now let's say, just as an example, you have an idea for a coffee table book for carpenters, and it sounds like a great concept. But when you plug that idea into Publisher Rocket, you quickly see that hardly anyone is searching for it. That is usually a sign to pause or scrap the idea and explore a completely different angle instead. So you might pivot and test something in the travel niche. And when you type that in and you immediately see strong search volume, it becomes clear that this is a topic that people are actively looking for and a much better direction to pursue. Now, the more research you do, the better your odds of landing on a high search volume, low competition niche. So please do not skip the research phase. It is absolutely essential. Next, do not just copy, differentiate. We see so much of this going on in low and medium content publishing. Now, if you can't find a high demand, low supply niche, then get in on trend by all means. But to win inside a trending niche, you've got to differentiate. You're not going to outperform a bestseller by making the bargain basement version of it. Instead, you want to ask, what is going to make your book stand out in that space? Is there a natural gap that you can fill? Can you niche it down or theme it a little bit differently? Now, a great example of this is the coloring book space. This has been a completely booming genre of books for the last several years, but it's also highly competitive. Yet, people have still found ways to differentiate themselves and break through. A few years ago, I'd never heard of the cute and cozy coloring book space. Now it's a whole thing. People are even niching down from that. So now there's a whole subgenre called cute and cozy. Well, I saw some coloring book brand, they had taken that one step further, and now they have something like cute and cozy crime scenes or something like that. So they've niched it down even further and managed to find a way to stand out in a newly saturated sub-niche of the main niche of coloring book. There's also the reverse coloring book, which I had never heard of a couple of years ago. And the idea here is, instead of coloring inside a set of lines, they give you blobs of color and then you create the lines around it. This is such a fantastic example of someone getting into this crazy popular trend, kind of flipping it on its head so that they can differentiate themselves and stand out in that crowded marketplace. So this is the kind of thinking that will allow you to really succeed. Next, you want to work fast and smart. Do not overthink your first book. Quality is non-negotiable, but perfectionism kills momentum, and really there is a volume aspect to this. You are almost certainly going to need to publish many books in order to start generating substantial income. You might not make huge earnings from one book, but it all adds up. Okay, so the people earning consistent income from KDP, they've usually published multiple books. They've done a lot of testing in a lot of different niches. They've learned what doesn't sell, what does. Now, you don't need 3 months to make your first book. You need a focus plan and a deadline, and you need to just make that book, get it out there, get the market feedback, and keep going. Now, if you want help publishing your first low or medium content book the smart way, download my free guide, 3 steps to publishing your first low content book in less than a day. I have left a link to that down in the description below. Next is to use AI wisely. So AI is here to stay. And if you don't learn how to leverage it now, you will be left behind. You want to use it to brainstorm, outline, summarize, speed up formatting, help you generating images. You can use it to help you generate coloring pages, create color schemes for your book, suggest font selections and pairings. And remember, if you are tempted to just do a copy and paste job, if your book feels robotic, unoriginal, or spammy, readers are not going to buy it. So use AI as a tool, not your ghostwriter. All right, big one here. Launch plans are definitely not optional moving forward. Now, it's hugely exciting to get your books out there. And of course, you want to see those sales come rolling in, but without a launch plan, the chances are not good. So a proper launch is going to give your book the early boost that the Amazon algorithm loves. So this starts with back-end keywords, low competition categories, a strong title and subtitle strategy, all of which I teach my students inside my Low Content Profits Academy program. And most importantly, actively get reviews. Don't just leave it till your book's published and, hoping that people who buy your book will leave the review. Build an ARC team, send the book to them in advance, ask for honest feedback and reviews. You got to try and get as many reviews and purchases of your book within that first 7 to 14 day window so that Amazon's algorithm can see people are interested in this book, people are buying this book, they're leaving reviews on this book, and so we're gonna give that book elevated discoverability in the Amazon store. More people are gonna see it, they'll see the reviews that you have, it's gonna be more likely that other complete strangers will buy your book, and that just creates a snowball effect. Now, I made an entire video that goes in depth into launching, so you can check that out. Now, if you gain a little bit of traction during your book launch and you start to notice that some organic sales are happening, now's the time to consider putting an ad on that book. An ad is going to amplify the results that you're already getting. But unless you really know what you're doing, I do not recommend putting an ad on that book before you start getting a few organic sales. They're not going to generate sales completely from nothing. And all of the other factors need to be in place first. A high quality book, excellent keywords, excellent categories, description, all of those things, that foundation needs to be solidly in place before you even think about ads. So final bit of truth here, this is not a cash grab. This is a business. KDP is a low barrier business model, but it is still a business. And because it's so easy to start, it does tend to attract people who expect overnight riches with the least amount of effort possible. We're not going to worry about those people. This is not you. Now, the reality is you probably won't hit it big with your first book. Most people don't. I certainly didn't. But if you stick with it, build a catalog of high quality books, learn from every book launch that you do, you're going to start seeing consistent sales, reviews, and real momentum. Even if throughout the process, you end up with 30 books on your account that you can only each make about $15 of sales a month from, that's still $450 a month that you didn't have before. And then maybe your 31st book might be the one that brings in $450 on its own a month, or even $4,500 a month. So don't quit before your breakthrough. And this does not just apply to KDP alone. I think this is really solid advice in general. Do not quit before your breakthrough. You really do deserve ultimate success, but you are the one that has to make it happen. And you're 1,000,000% capable of doing that. Now, if you're looking for a great place to start with KDP publishing, watch this video on publishing public domain books next. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.